All-in-one, multi-duty. I don't think I can say the word duty without smiling. Hey guys, welcome back. So happy Black Friday and happy Thanksgiving. Hope that you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving with your family and friends. I am filming this before Thanksgiving because I want to be able to take a little bit of time off with my family. I'm totally losing my voice for some reason too, so don't mind that in this video. But I just wanted to say to you guys, happy Thanksgiving. I am so thankful for y'all. I just love our little YouTube family here. I really do feel like we are a family, and it's just a happy, encouraging, fun place here on my channel. And I know it's because of you guys, our YouTube family here. So I just love you and I'm so thankful for you, and I hope that you had an awesome Thanksgiving. So as far as favorites, loving these kind of colors. These like coppery, golden, orangey sort of colors. And I have two things that I think are just so good. So two new things to me, and then some oldies but goodies. So yeah, let's get to the favorites. So y'all know my love for BH Cosmetics. You know, it's funny when they come out with new things, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't need that one. But then I kind of keep looking back on it and thinking about it, and then a lot of times I end up purchasing it because I just really like their makeup, especially their palettes. And pretty much I feel like in the past, some of their stuff was kind of hit and miss, but I feel like now, pretty much every single time I get a palette from them, I love it, like love it. So that's why it kind of like sucks me in to collect them all, because I really like them. So this is one of those situations where I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get that one. And then I kept looking at it and I ordered it and I love it. This is the BH Cosmetics and Mrs. Bella, The Dark Side. 12 color shadow, blush, and highlighter palette, which I love these kind of palettes that are these kind of all-in-one or, you know, multi-duty sort of products. I feel like I said that in the past in a video. Multi-duty. I don't think I can say the word duty without smiling. I think I've been married to Timothy too long. I have like, I don't know, a middle schooler's sense of humor like he does. Okay, so it's a all-in-one multi-duty sort of a palette, and it's just really fun, great quality. So ones from this palette that I have on today, I have Warm Sand, and I have Heat, and I have a little bit of Goddess on the inner corners of my eyes, and then I do have the face products on as well. So let me get some of that swatch. The face products are beautiful. This blush is so gorgeous. Just a perfect, like, soft, very kind of bridal-y sort of a color. It's beautiful. I mean, the quality on this palette is so good. The mattes are just a dang near perfect formula where they're pigmented but also buildable, so they're not difficult to work with, but they have the pigmentation, they blend so well, they look beautiful on the eyes, they wear well, they're just really easy to work with, and then the shimmery shades are just gorgeous. I mean, that is dry, or you can use them with a setting spray and kick them up even more, so they are super duper metallic and vibrant and just stunning. And then the face products, I mean, this blends like a dream. Such an easy to blend blush, and then the highlighter is just stunning. I mean, it's just beautiful. So it's awesome quality. It's a great price point. It is one of those all-in-one kind of palettes, which I love. So good for traveling. You know, if you're traveling for the holidays, it's great for that. It's a really pretty kind of, I don't know, it is a darker neutral palette, so it has a little bit of like a sultry vibe to it, so that's really pretty. The packaging isn't like, oh my goodness, I love it. I think it's okay. I think it's, you know, fine packaging, but the packaging doesn't really suck me in. But the quality of the products inside and the whole having it all in there, multi-duty, I really like. So awesome palette. An indie palette that I have been loving and I am so super impressed with is the SUVA Beauty Saffron palette. So look at it. Ooh, it just looks like fire. It's so pretty. So this is what it looks like. You open it up. It's a 9-pan palette, has a mirror in there. Can you see it there? It's a very warm, kind of fiery sort of a palette, but man, this is beautiful. My hand is still a little bit wet from removing swatches, so let me wipe off that so you can really see the true colors. So it's it's just a fiery sort of a palette. This is like almost like a straight up red. I have a little bit of that in my crease. I have some of this on my lid, some of this on kind of the inner part of my lid. That's what that gold is. Oh my goodness, those two together. I mean, the pigmentation is wha-bam. It is wha-bam. Super duper intense and beautiful. I have a little bit of this on the inner corners of my eyes. Yeah, the mattes are very blendable and nice and super buttery. And the metallic-y shades are just intense. They're wha-bam. I mean, what? So good. Oh my gosh, this gold. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, you can tell it's just intense pigmentation. And this is dry. So using it with a setting spray, I mean, it looks like melted metal. That is crazy. That's crazy. And look at it on the eyes. It's just, oh, it's so rich in pigmentation. I find the mattes easy to blend and work with. And the metallic-y shades, I mean, really, I would say, if anything, I have to tweak my application technique just a little bit because it's so intensely pigmented. I mean, it's like another level of wow. So I am, oh my gosh, this color. Oh, this color is so pretty. It's like a I did wear this on my eyes one day, like all over my lid. It's like this amazing bronzy color, and then it's got some shimmer in it. So I mean, yeah, if anything, I've had to like tweak my application technique just a little bit where I use a little bit less and I blend the edges a little bit more with a matte shadow because it's just so intensely pigmented that you want to really blend that line between the metallic shade and the matte shade, if that makes sense. So I'm so impressed with this palette. It's beautiful. I got it during a sale, and they're having a Black Friday sale too, which is amazing. And I think I'm gonna purchase their other palette, their bright palette. So yeah, I mean, I would highly recommend this palette specifically, but I mean, I'm excited about this brand. They also have Hydra liners. I've never tried them, but they're potted and you can add water to them to activate them. So in essence, like, it never dries out because you can always just add water to reactivate it. So I'm thinking that's a really good thing to have, not only on hand for just myself, but also in a kit. I think that's a great idea. So if you're a makeup artist, I hear good things about their Hydra liners. So anywho, loving this palette. It's amazing. Now I've got 3 oldies but goodies. So first off, Benefit Sugarbomb. This is one of those products that, and I say this every time I talk about it, so you've probably heard me say this before, but it's one of those products that when I first looked at it and first swatched it, I thought, this kind of stinks. Like, what's the big whoop-de-doo about this? I'm not sure. What even is this supposed to be? Because it looks like a super light blush, and it is. But it works. Like, I mean, obviously this is going to depend on your skin tone of how it works for you and how you use it. But for me, it is just like a really soft, subtle, beautiful blush. Now, I do apply quite a bit of it. I will say that. I do build it up quite a bit, but I mean, you can see it right there. I get it to about that pigmentation where it just has this soft, natural, not over the top kind of a look on the cheeks. It's just really, really pretty. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. Kind of a, I would say, in between a satin and whatever else the next level would be. I'd say it's really more just a satin. It's a very, very pretty blush. But again, it's one of those things that when you look at it, it's kind of like, I don't get it. But I think it's really, once you get it on your cheeks, that it's so pretty. I did forget to mention that I do have a little bit of Paprika from the Saffron palette. I have a little bit of this on my cheeks, just a little tap of that. So I have a little bit of the blush from the BH Cosmetics palette, and then a little tap of this kind of right on the apples of my cheeks. So that's what I've got on my cheeks today, but I did wear this week and loved it. Then what I have on my lips right now, this is such an oldie but a goodie for me. This is just one of my standout favorite lipsticks that every time I wear it, I just love it. And I love it with, well, I love it with many things, but especially with an eye look like this, I just think it has this like warmth and richness to it. This is Maybelline's Clay Crush. Clay Crush. And it's just a gorgeous, I would describe this kind of as like a rosy terracotta, because it's got a little bit of a rosy sort of a tone. It's not super duper orangey, but it has a little bit of that clay look, but then with a little tinge of rose in there. It's just beautiful, super affordable. These are like $5 or $5.50 or something around that at Target or Walmart, so that's amazing. These are just, I mean, I don't know. I could almost go out on a limb and say they're my favorite matte lipsticks out there of any others. Yeah, I would say they really are because of the comfort on the lips. I think that they just feel like nothing on your lips. They're not overly drying, they're not overly hydrating, but they just they're just low maintenance. They're just on your lips and it feels like nothing, and they're super affordable, and they have so many colors. So I think I could confidently say that, unless I'm forgetting one, I'm overthinking this. It's probably at least in my top 3. I'll say that for sure. Top 3 favorite matte lipsticks. It's so good, and I love Clay Crush. And then this guy right here is totally random. It doesn't go with this makeup look at all, but I filmed a review video on the Bad Habit Beauty Pretty Poison palette, and I wore this lipstick with that look, and it was really, really pretty, and just reminded me how much I love this lipstick. It's so fun. This is MAC's Show Orchid. Now, this is not an especially like unique color. I mean, I think there's definitely, I'm sure that Maybelline has one that looks a lot like this, but I don't know, something about this. I love MAC lipsticks. They're nostalgic for me because MAC was one of really the very first high-end brands, or yeah, I guess, or makeup brands really in general that I got into. So I love MAC. Like, it just holds a special place in my heart. And so that's part of the reason I love it, but it's just a beautiful, bright, kind of metallic-y, bluey pink. I mean, it's a little bit 80s and just so fun. Really nice formula too, very comfortable on the lips, but I mean, just, oh, look at that pigmentation. It's so pretty. So it's just a fun lipstick. That makeup look was kind of over the top because I definitely had a bright pink eye look and then I had a bright pink lip with it, but I just wanted to go all out. So I thought it was super fun, and again, it just reminded me how much I love this lipstick. I want to wear this with like I love wearing bright pink lipsticks like this with a super bronzy eye look, like a more cool toned bronzy eye look. I think that pairing is just so pretty. So I want to wear this with something like that. So it kind of reminded me to pull it back out of my collection and use it. All right, guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week, or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans, your Thanksgiving plans. What did you do on Thanksgiving? What are you doing today on Black Friday or this weekend or whatever? Let's just chat. Want to tell you guys once again, I love you and I'm so thankful for you, and I hope that you're having a great Black Friday and had a great Thanksgiving. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!